Welcome, 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 everybody, to day 10 of the Bounce Beyond Limits series. Today is really exciting because I'm not here alone, actually, and I just want to first of all say that in this series, we don't just talk about dreams, we activate them. And today's topic is one that I absolutely love. It is titled From Calculations to Commissions. Because listen, numbers don't lie, and neither do results. So if you've ever wondered how professionals are turning their skills into daily digital income, this conversation is for you. But you know what? I'm not doing this alone because I have somebody powerful in the room. She's brilliant, she's bold, and she's the first to reckon with, both in engineering, research, and the digital business world. She's originally an engineer, but she now manages global teams in the digital space, affiliate marketing, and also in research. And she's also leading a fast-growing brand that empowers professionals to break free from the 9 to 5 grind. So please help me welcome the phenomenal and intentional mama. I call her the intentional mama. Her name is Blessing Alikwi. She's an engineer mom, and she's turned into a digital business coach and a freedom mentor. So welcome, Blessing. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Actually, let me first take in the excitement, right?
Oh my goodness.
Take a deep breath.
I know that you're really busy, but guys, it wasn't so easy to get her on the call today. It wasn't so easy to get her on this live session because she's a very busy mom. And like I said, she's busy helping people globally to attain the lifestyle that they desire. So it's a pleasure, it's a privilege and a pleasure to have Blessing with me live today. She's not just coaching people. I call her my coach as well because she's done a great deal for me as well. So I want to say
Yeah.
thank you for taking time to attend today's live. And I
No
just have a few questions for you because I want you to share with the audience, you
Mhm.
know, some of your experiences, like where you're coming from and how you got here today. So first of all, I know
Mhm.
that you started out as an engineer. I wanted to ask you that question, that what actually drew you into that field originally, and how did that foundation shape your mindset?
Wow. Okay. Um, I would like to first start by saying that the foundation that you build on in one phase is transferable to every other phase, right? So take note of that. And engineering, I don't know, my love for mathematics, right? That was what that is what drove me to engineering. So I just, as a child that I was then, my thought was, okay, I love math. I love to do complex things. Like, give me a complex mathematical problem, I will not sleep until I get it right. So
I
I
know you
think
have to make calculations, so I'm not surprised.
so. So when it was time to decide where I want to be, I was first taken to agriculture, and I looked at myself. I said, man, this is taking away, the ability for me to use my calculative ability, my problem solving skills, because engineering, or mathematics as it were, is a kind of is a subject that helps build problem solving skills, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So that was my drive, and I got into engineering, and truthfully, it has helped me in every other phase of my life, in my business, if it's okay to mention my trading skills as well, and in my research, analysis. What you're talking about, brain work research, it is calculation, it is problem solving, right? And so that is what I took into every part of my life, breaking down complex problems and making it easy and simple to use on a daily basis. And I keep doing that even in my home, in my family. I'm a mom of four, so you can imagine. So there's so much complexity in a family, right?
I know, and one of the exciting things about you is how you are building everything around you with intention. So how did you even come about that name, Intentional Mom? Because I've known you for 22 years. So for those that
I
wonder where I got Blessing from, I've known her for 22 years. And so it's very exciting to see how she has built multiple six-figure businesses in the digital
Mhm.
marketing world. So I have a question for you. Like, what was the turning point that made you say, this is the path for me? This is exactly what I want to do now.
Okay, so it happens for everybody at different points in their lives, right? There's also a saying that goes, whenever it's your morning, whenever you wake up, that is your morning, right? So I knew that what is your question again? Is it about engineering, knowing there's a turning point to whatever I'm doing currently? Is that
Like,
is
I was
that
like, how did you know? Like, at what point did you know that building, multiple six-figure businesses in the
okay?
digital world? How did you know that was like, what was the turning point for you?
Okay, I
How did
get
you
it.
know that was the path for you? Yeah.
All right. So first of all, when it was time for us to relocate to Canada, as it were, you know, in my brain, I'm not a woman, right, that likes to depend on people for money, right? My husband, my family, I do not like to. If they give me, fine, I will take it. But me going to say, oh, I want to buy this, I want to buy hair, I want to buy makeup, I want to buy on this, I will not do that. So I
Yes.
wanted to be a woman who is independent. Like I want to be able to provide, and even support my spouse alongside. So when we came abroad and the way the things were going, we first started with, survival jobs. I wasn't even able to get into, my desired profession as it were. And, the account balances were always going to negative. The frustration was completely setting in. I began to know that even though I have a 9 to 5, it's not the ultimate. I began to know that the 9 to 5 will not give me the abundance and the life that I want. I want to be able to take my credit card or to travel without looking at my credit card, right? I want to be able to do things without shrinking, without holding back. And that was the driving force for me. That was what made me have that turning point that, multiple streams is the way to go. And if
Yeah.
there is anything I need to do, including the intentionality, I will be very intentional to ensure that like I am able to have everything I need in abundance. Yes.
Absolutely. I think
Mhm.
that is what everybody's looking for. Everybody wants to live that abundant life where you don't have to think twice before, making certain decisions. And I think that is the
Mhm.
goal that everyone is looking out for. So you're a mom of 4, and I celebrate you because I'm a mom of 2, and I know that it's not easy taking care of kids. But then with 4 kids, what were your biggest challenges? What challenges did you face? The biggest ones you faced when you started your online business, particularly having to juggle, motherhood with, running your regular 9 to 5 at the same time running this business. What were the biggest challenges for you?
Okay. First was finding structure.
Mm,
Okay, that would be the first thing, finding structure, my dear. If you are watching, it's not beans, trying to, be a career woman, building business, you still have family, and like you have the immediate family, and then you have the extended ones that you will still drag along the along the way while you are going, right?
no, no.
So it was about finding structure, finding that time management, right? Because everybody has 24 hours. You
Yes.
decide how you want to make your 24 hours count, right? God knew when he gave us 24 hours, he knew that it would be sufficient. He knew that lots of people will be giving excuses that 24 hours is not enough.
Never
But
enough.
trust me, 24 hours is completely enough, and that's why he gave it to us. So finding that time balance, was a big challenge. And of course, over time, you keep practicing to prioritize what is most important, right? Prioritize things, put time blocks to things. That is how I began to find structure, and overcome those challenges. And then coming to my business line, finding consistency, it still falls under the same umbrella as time management. Because if you're
Exactly.
able to find time blocks assigned to certain activities or whatever you are doing within your day, then you will beat the consistency challenge. So yeah, it's not easy, my people, I must tell you, but it's doable. It is doable. You will fail, you will stand up, you will continue until you get it right.
Yeah, and it's exciting to know because I know that one of the things you teach is that you talk about time management a lot, and that's one of the important things that we get even in our coaching program. They talk to you about how to set aside time to do important things like creating your content, also making sure that you find time for personal development because no matter how great the business model is, personal development is key because you need to keep improving yourself. Even as a coach, I know you keep you just keep spending even for different masterminds, different programs, just to make sure that you're improving your skills, and that is
Oh
really
yeah.
exciting.
Mhm.
So, I think I already asked you about you've been an intentional mama. So what does building with intention look like for you in your day-to-day life as a businesswoman? I know that you didn't just come about that name because you thought about it. Something actually pushed you to giving yourself that nickname, the intentional mama. So what does building with intention look like in your day-to-day life as a businesswoman?
To be successful as an entrepreneur, and wearing many hats, you have to be intentional. I mean, not just in the word, just saying the word intentional. I mean, meaning it and actually acting it daily, both in the way you relate with people, beginning to be intentional with your network of people, right? Intentional with your relationships, the way you come off to people. See, everybody has weaknesses, definitely, but the ability to recognize, your weaknesses and begin to work on it towards that it will profit you at the end of the day is what we mean by being intentional. Being intentional with spending quality time with your children, not just saying I want to, but putting it down in the books. Okay, we have this routine, and we are going to follow it. Like I said in my previous statement, I said you will fail many times in trying to be intentional. Now, calling yourself intentional mama doesn't mean that you have actually arrived, but you know that this is who you see yourself to be. Right? Intentions in your consistency, intentional in your social media platforms, showing up every day, being intentional with the way you show up for your business partners as well, right? You know the goal you want to achieve. You know that you want to be able to travel around the world, right? It's not just by saying it. What are you going to do every day to make sure that you get to that goal of yours, that your desired financial goal? If you say, okay, I want to be able to make $50,000 in a month, what are you doing daily, intentionally? Waking up, you have to say, okay, if I'm waking up at this time every day to put into my business, then yes, you will intentionally make sure that you do it. So those acts that you do daily to ensure that you reach your goals, those are the intentional acts that we are talking about, not intentions by mouth, my people.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I see the result of your intentionality. There are so many things to say about you. Not to just blow your trumpet, there's a lot to say about the resilience that you have put into your business and the fact that I see the results. Results speak for themselves. Numbers don't lie. I remember coming to you, I think visiting you just during Christmas, and I was able to celebrate your new house, one of your additions. It's not a house. And I've seen you go on different vacations, and you came back from a boat cruise not too long ago. So tell me, what does freedom mean to you now? Like, how does it compare to what success used to mean for you as an
I
entrepreneur?
know.
Because I know that you're enjoying that freedom and also making the money. So tell me, how's it going?
Oh my God, freedom, freedom, freedom. When you taste freedom, then you understand what freedom is. I read somewhere, that if you are able to have breakfast with your children, if you are able, and your family, not necessarily children, your wife and your children, or your husband and your children, and if you are able to have lunch with them and you are able to have dinner with them, then you have freedom. Right? So for me, right, freedom is being able to live life on my own terms. Being able to travel around the world without looking into my credit cards, without being afraid. Oh my God, when I go, if I take this trip, oh, with a family of 6, oh my God, look at the amount you are spending. And then you come back and start looking at, oh, I need to do calculations, step pressing. Okay, how much do I need to return every day? No, that's freedom for me. Freedom is being able to wake up at any time that you want to wake up without the sound of an alarm buzzing your ear, right?
Exactly.
Freedom, oh no, freedom is beautiful. Freedom is beautiful. Freedom is able to live the life that you want. And that's what I would just say. For me right now, it's not about the paychecks at this point. Yes, paychecks are good, but that time with my family is huge. If being able to travel around the world is huge for me. I don't know about other people, but me, those things are huge. And again, sometimes, when you are having those desires in your mind, you begin to think like me, I want to be able to give to missions, right? Being
Absolutely.
able to do that is complete freedom for me. Yeah.
That is awesome. So I know that you are a faith-based entrepreneur. You love God a lot and you put God first in the things you do. So tell me, how has your faith helped you? Because I preach a lot about, faith-based entrepreneurship, because I don't believe that I am able to achieve anything except, God gives me the power to do that. So how has your faith helped
Mm.
you? Yeah.
Oh my God. I believe too that I cannot do anything without the help of God. That is my strong belief, right? Knowing that God gives me the strength every day to wake up and, do all the things that I need to do as regards my business, attending to people, to
Wow.
other people needs, resilience, needs consistency, all these things need strength from above every day. So I wake up every day and I ask God, you know what, another day, give me strength, give
Mm-hmm.
me strength, help me, because I know that burnout is easy. Right. Burnout is easy to happen if you don't have something that it's a source that you're connected to, including God, including a network of people which we have within our business community, including systems, that help you, to build a successful business. All those things all added together, helps you to be successful in whatever you are doing. And plus our business that we're talking about.
So for us Africans in diaspora,
Mhm.
so what advice would you give to somebody who is highly educated or skilled but feels stuck in a career that no longer excites them? You know that there are many people who are
Yeah.
in jobs because they just need to pay those bills, but they're not excited, they're not motivated, probably because the pay is not great enough, or they don't have the time freedom or the work-life family balance that they want, or maybe they just feel like it's not the right place for them to be, but they just have to do it to put food on their table. So, what advice would you give to somebody like that who is educated, skilled in some way, but feels very stuck in their career, but they want to make more money? The truth is,
Yeah.
nothing in North America to make more money. That is true. So what advice would you give them?
All right. So I will start by saying that the only limits in life are the ones that you place on yourself.
Mhm.
Right. So I wouldn't say you should limit yourself because of a certain career. Do not limit yourself. Go for what excites you.
Yeah.
Okay. It may be hard to come by, but keep pushing. In life, we wake up and keep trying, keep knocking on that door every single day until you get the responses that you're looking for. That is, if you are looking for a career change, right? Sit
Yes.
down and look at things that you are passionate about, right? And begin to find people within that space. The problem with us is that we are not building our networks.
Mhm.
Okay, we feel like we can do it on our own, and no, you can't do it on your own. You have to be able to reach out to people that are within that space that you love. So I remember when I wanted to now transition right into another career one, and then transition into digital business. What did I do? I first connected with people that had the same, like I see people online, of course, you see people on social media. Number one, I connected with she calls me her coach, I call her coach as well, because she coached me as well in business. I saw that she was doing something I liked. I reached out to her. Let's try to reach out without competition. Right? Let's try to reach out without comparison. Let's try to celebrate people when you see them succeeding and you love what they are doing and it looks like what you want to do. So I think that was the breaking point for me, using my own experience. Also for the digital business, I saw some people that were doing amazing and I'm like, I love what they are doing and I would love to, learn what they are doing, right? Reach out to people, form a network. I don't know how else to say it,
Yeah.
because it's until you meet and relate with people, you never know. You will never know. So don't place a limit on yourself. Don't place a limit on yourself. You know that it's not exciting, my dear. You are not a tree, right? You can move.
I
You
know.
can move. Yeah.
So
So,
you're absolutely on track when you talk about networking, because I don't think that any successful business owner would thrive without networking. And it's even a lot easier with the digital industry that we're into. I know
mhm,
mentorship has played a huge role in your journey,
yeah.
both as a mentee and now you're actually a mentor yourself. So I also know that you have benefited so much from the iTicket affiliate marketing industry. So can you tell us a bit about the opportunity that we are working together on? Because we are here to talk about your experience, but more so, we also know that you've been successful, making multiple six figures. I've seen you have 50K months, which is not easy for the average 9 to 5 person to get. So can you tell us a bit about this high ticket commission, like, high ticket, high commissions, not just high ticket, it's also high commissions, business that you're in.
First of all, let me start by saying if you are living in diaspora, you're living in Canada, US, wherever, UK, and you have heard us talking about this digital business, right? This our affiliate or high ticket digital business. And you have not taken action, I don't think you're right. You are absolutely wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Now, listen, financial freedom is possible. I never thought it was until I found myself beginning to live it, right? I was told about this business and I decided to check it out, right? I entered my name and my email on the website, whatever. If you see any website around, wherever, please, you need to take the action. Don't be like us, like they say, Africans, that when an information is hidden in a book, they will not find it. If money is hidden in the book, they will not find it, right? So don't be like that. So so please, let's try to get information, right? This is a legitimate business. Take note. The government recognizes it. It is tax refundable, and that's what makes it exciting for me. Right. When I saw that, I jumped in. Right. If you continue to do the things that you are doing currently, will your life change? If so, fine. But if you know it's not going to change, guys, check this out. We are just simply middlemen between the company and the customers out there. But this time we have an amazing system that helps us to do those connections, that helps us to connect the clients with the company. How would you feel if you are just sleeping and products are being moved or services are being moved from the providers to the clients? How would you feel? Would you not love that for yourself? As a busy mom of 4, I don't have to be involved with heavy lifting or anything, right? But I am making the money. Does it mean that you have nothing to do? No, you will still have something to do, because nothing good definitely comes easy. You still have to do something. Don't be deceived. We have a system, we have a training site that will guide you step by step on what you are supposed to be doing in this business. I too did not know anything about it until I got in. I just followed simple step-by-step instructions and videos that instructed me on what to do to attain my success. And boom, I started seeing the result. And I'm like, God, is this happening to me? I thank God every single day that I took action the day I did. And you know what? I was in a place of pain when I took that action. And, it's like God smiled on me. And God can also smile on anybody as far as you are willing to take action. So, yeah, feel free to reach out to Dr. Funky, and get started, right? So that we will be celebrating you. And, let me stop there, because if I keep talking more, Funke knows I will just go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. There are lots of professionals within this business. So if you think that you have a 9 to 5, come and see many others of us in different professions, right? Building this business. Talk about any profession, they are in there. But you will not know until you get access to our community, right? And that's what we are trying to get you to do. Get access and get all the information that you need, right, to make things happen for you.
And thank you for talking about the fact that what we offer here is automated. That is, there is power in automation when it comes to earning in the digital industry, because automation itself is a game changer that most people overlook. Because in the business that we run, automation is not just about saving time. It's about creating for us systems that work while we sleep. Just that your business is running at the background while you do other things. Because I see a lot of people telling me, I don't think I have time to do that. You don't have time for that, but you want to earn income. Now, if you have bills piling up for you on a daily basis, what is wrong about having income, coming in for you on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, yeah.
Recurring income. Because this is not just about us having a system that works, but it is also automated, because it, helps us with our content creation, helps us with the follow-up emails, also helps us in, like reaching out to new audiences, nurturing our leads, and generating income for us, even when we're not glued to our screen. Blessing is a mom of four. There is no way she's going to have time to be glued to her screen 24/7 because she actually is enjoying that work-life family balance, right?
Yeah.
This automated system that we have allows us to scale our business even smarter, not harder. We are looking to work smarter, not harder. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that Blessing is not spending 5 hours a day on the business.
Nope.
And then
Nope.
I always tell people that there is the benefit of carving out 2 hours a day to focus on your business. And these 2 hours does not have to be done at a stretch. It is something that can be broken down into chunks of like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And then before you know it, you are putting tangible effort in your business on a day-to-day basis. Yes, we have
Mm-hmm.
a system, but you still have to put in efforts, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody has a robot, somebody has to
Yeah.
touch the button,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the automation that we have here also allows us to focus on connection, the networking Blessing I talked about, being creative, while the system would handle the heavy everything, for us, like the heavy lifting. And best of all, we are also able to keep ourselves consistent because what
Mm-hmm.
pays you in this business model is actually your consistency. That is the secret sauce to earning predictable profits. I've seen Blessing show up daily, even when she did not feel like showing up. Life happens, people have challenges. So
Yeah.
if you are trying to build income online without automation, you are just hustling on borrowed energy. That is the truth, right? Because what we have is not just about the automation, but we also have a thriving community that allows us to get encouraged. They encourage us. We have people to lend us helping hands. Not only that, you get to have a coach and a mentor. Blessing was talking about me being a coach for her in something. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So there are
Yeah.
things we build together, even beyond digital businesses that allows us to work collaboratively without stepping on each other's toes. You
Mm.
cannot do life alone. You cannot even be successful in your business alone.
Yeah.
So I think that this is something that people really need to understand. And I am amazed about the testimonials that we get on our team, like on a daily basis. We have people, ordinary people, who are
Mm-hmm.
becoming mortgage free in less
Mm-hmm.
than 2 years of being in the business. If you
Yeah.
live in that, if you are actually in North America, Africans in diaspora, and your mortgage is completely cleared, how would you feel? Imagine
Yeah.
just having a mortgage free life, not
Yeah.
and even a debt free life. Because I see Africans coming to North America, but because they work so hard, some of them even have very little to save to send back home. Some of them are
Yeah.
not even doing any projects back home. They're just like, well, this is just the rat race.
Yeah.
You want to get out of the rat race, it is important that you start thinking outside the box. Think
Mm-hmm.
of the life that many of us are beginning to live. I'm thankful for the affiliate business opportunity. I stumbled on her ad, even though I had known Blessing for years. I just saw her ad and I'm like, oh, Blessing, what is it that you are doing? So she didn't. That's something you need to know. You don't have to go bugging people or being in people's DMs. That is the beautiful thing. We use the act of attraction marketing, and you are
Okay.
taught how to do that. People come to you, they help you to attract your perfect customers. So you're not
Yeah.
going to have to start, sending a message to your friend, family, and come and do my business. Because guess what? More often than not, you and I know, Blessing, that most of them would say no, or they are going to be skeptical and tell you,
I
you
know.
first, and let's see how much you make. Or they ask you, how much have you made? Right? When it
Yeah.
comes to school to add on more certificates, people don't ask the lecturer how much the lecturer has made. And the funny part is how they would actually finish the course and there is no guarantee that they're getting the job.
Good job.
It
Exactly.
almost looks like scam, but the truth is that there are things that are legit.
Mm-hmm.
The company that we are working with does not just offer, health and wellness benefits. We're talking about retirement benefits. Do you know
Yeah.
we have people who are already earning retirement benefits for the rest of their lives?
For life, for life, and it's amazing that they didn't just it didn't take forever to happen. Like within a short period of time, you're like, oh my God, this is happening. Oh no, people need to come see things for themselves. That's why I always preach: come see things for yourself.
People need to see things for themselves. And I think to get started, one of the things I'd like to say is that there is never a better time than now. Yesterday is gone, so no need to start regretting. Because for me, I was regretting. I'm like, I wish I had done this even earlier, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But there is never a better time than now. And I think to get started, the first thing you want to do is to go on the website. It's called challengedigital.com. Put in your email to get started. And I know that there is a $149 fee to book a strategy session. Blessing, do you want to talk to them about what the $149 would actually give them and how it's also refundable if they're not interested?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I remember taking this 149. In fact, when I watched the webinar, entered my name and my email and watched the free webinar, I just heard that the 149 was refundable. I said, oh, okay, this is something that, if I don't like what I see, right, I would just take my refund and move away. But guys, when I took that 149 information pack, I was blown away. I was completely in a mute state. I was like, in fact, I would say I was shocked, alive. I was
You
shocked,
were
alive. I was like, where has this business opportunity been all my life? So what do you get in the 149 pack? We are going to walk you through exactly step by step what this entire business model is about. It's just like you say you want to go study whatever course, let's say research science in the university, and you work in there, and they give you their what do they call it, that they give their information pack. You have to go sit down and study it first and then decide, okay, I think I'm ready to go with this course, right? Exactly what it is. We will show you the companies that we are partnered with. We will show you, the services and the products that they offer us. And then we will even show you how you will be able to meet that your financial goal, even if it's 50,000 a month. That information pack will show you exactly how you will meet that goal. And you will see it with your two crow, according to our people, crow eyes. You will see it, and you will see the strategies for earning 5-figure consistently as early as 6 months in business, 1 year in business. How would you feel if in 6 months or even in 3 months, because I've seen people who have made 5-figure in 3 months, right? So I can't put it away for you, right? How would you feel if in 3 months you find yourself already hitting $10,000 monthly? How would you feel? So we will show you all that within the information pack. And if you like what you see, absolutely, we'll be so glad to walk you through the next steps of being a solid digital business owner, right?
That is amazing. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And I'm sure people are wondering, how is Squeezebounce affiliated with this opportunity? Guess what? I told myself if I was going to do affiliate marketing, I'm going to go high tickets. That's it. You see this opportunity, it's high ticket with high commissions. This is the only brand that we support in Squeezebounce when it comes to affiliate marketing. I wouldn't waste my time doing affiliate marketing for some peanuts. This is not just something that gives you the pay. It also helps with personal development, with branding, and also helps you know that it is possible for you to build legacies, early in life. You don't have to wait until you're 60 before you retire. With opportunities like this, we have people. I saw a lady on our group. This lady is 23 years old. She's retired already.
Yes.
She's retired already. So this is the only brand that Squeezebounce is affiliated with when it comes to affiliate marketing. If we're going to do affiliate marketing, we go high ticket. So, but I just want to say thank you so much to Blessing. Blessing has been a great blessing. I always tell you that I think I need to add Blessing to my name. I told you that, right? So I need to add Blessing to my name because I'm just looking around, and it's such a blessing to have you join us on this live. And I know we should do this more often because we need to let the world know that there are possibilities for not just financial freedom, but living life on your terms, getting that control that you want, and also being happy. Some people are actually making money, but they are not happy because they have to be on the road all the time.
Yeah.
They're getting that money, but they're not happy. But we are happy here. We have peace. I think for me, I was interested in reclaiming my peace. After going through life challenges, I thank God for this opportunity, and I thank you also for coming to the call. So for the people watching us, please, if you are watching live and you want to know more about this, just go to challengedigital.com. And if you are watching the replay as well, you can also, you can actually ask questions by putting the comments either on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And also you can go to challengedigital.com. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much, Blessing. And I wish everybody a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are.
Thank you.